In this video tutorial, I just want to make a suggestion for where you might focus your comparison for your comparison between the 4 different DEMs. Because we have this area up in the Solitude Ski Resort that has all 4 data sets, I would suggest you zoom into that particular area. And if we're looking in here, one fair question to ask is, how well does the topographic data do of resolving features that we might see in this area? And so if we turn on our 30-meter DEM, we certainly can see the basic shape of the mountain. There's the canyon here. Perhaps if I zoom out a little bit, you start to see the canyon, and then this is the main slope on which Solitude Ski Resort exists, and then the backside runs come off around here. If I zoom in here, one useful tool you might not have used before is you might want to create a bookmark of a particular view. So I could say Solitude Ski Resort, whole mountain, for example. And then if I were to zoom in really close to an area, I can always use this bookmark feature to go right back to that other view at any time. So that's sort of handy. But if I just compare my 30-meter DEM with my 10-meter DEM, my 10-meter DEM obviously does a nicer job of resolving some of these features. Compare that with my 5-meter DEM. Now my 5-meter DEM, I'm starting to see a lot more, although there's some noise in here. This is partly because of how that auto-correlated DEM was built from imagery data. And if I turn it on here and look at the 2-meter, and I zoom in even closer here, I can see all those roads. And a lot of those roads are actually resolved on the LiDAR data itself. So I can see those switchbacks coming up the mountain right there, and I can see that actually in the DEM data as well. So that might be an area that makes the most sense for you to try and do some figures that show a comparison. One idea is you could have 4 data frames that show the same little area. It doesn't have to be any particular size, just whatever is going to help you illustrate the point. And they could have 4 views with just the 4 different DEMs of the exact same area. And maybe an inset map that tells you where in the whole watershed those happen to be. So have fun with that, and in the next video tutorial we'll talk about how you can use contours to do a similar thing.